Hello my dear children, welcome to the 8th module of our maths class.
Learn about large numbers used in our daily life situations to measure lengths. As we know that meter, which is denoted by m, is a unit of length. If we want to measure the distance of the school from your home, we use kilometers, km. If we want to measure the length of a pencil, we use centimeters. But if we want to measure the thickness of a cardboard, we use millimeters. For example, 10 millimeters is equal to 1 centimeter. 100 centimeters is equal to 1 meter. 1000 meters is equal to 1 kilometer. By this, we can convert and use as per our requirement. Let us see where to use kilometers, centimeters and millimeters. Click the appropriate options for the following blanks. Large numbers used in our daily life situations to measure weights. In the same way, we buy rice or wheat in kilograms. But if we want to buy small quantities, we use measurements like milligrams, grams. Let us see the relation between them. 1000 milligrams is equal to 1 gram. 1000 grams is equal to 1 kilogram. Let us see where to use kilograms, grams and milligrams. Click the appropriate options for the following blanks. Large numbers used in daily life situations to measure liquids. For measuring liquids, we use measurements like liters, milliliters and kiloliters. Let's see the relation between them. 1000 milliliters is equal to 1 liter. 1000 liters is equal to 1 kiloliter. Let us see where to use kiloliters, liters and milliliters. Click the appropriate options for the following.
Now try these, okay? How many centimeter make a kilometer? We know 1 kilometer is 1000 meter and 1 meter is 100 centimeter, okay? So 1 kilometer will be equal to 1 meter is 100 centimeter. So it is 1000 into 100, we get 1 lakh centimeter, okay? So 1 kilometer will be equal to 1 lakh centimeter. Now look at this. How many millimeter make 1 kilometer? So we know 1 meter is equal to 1000 millimeter. Okay. And 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. Okay. Now so it is 1000 into 1000 millimeter. We get 10 lakh millimeter if we multiply. Okay. Multiply means there are totally 6 zeros, so add 6 zeros. Okay, so 1 kilometer will be equal to 10 lakh millimeter. Now try these. How many milligram make 1 kilogram? So we already know 1 kg is equal to 100 gram and 1 gram is 1000 milligram. So 1 kilogram will be equal to 1000 into 1000 milligram. So it is 10 lakh milligram. So 1 kg is equal to 10 lakh milligram. Okay, coming to try these, given on page number 13, a bus started its journey and reached different places with a speed of 60 km per hour. Okay, various questions are given and a figure is also given. Using this figure, we will do the sum. Okay, so first one is to find the total distance covered by the bus from A to D. So we have to find the distance covered from A to D. Looking at the picture, A is here and D is also given. Okay, the distance covered from A to B is given, B to C and C to D is also given. So we have to add all the three. So if we add all the three, we will get 9740 kilometer, which is the distance covered by bus from A to D. Okay, our next question in that is distance covered by bus from D to G. So D and G, you can see D and G given. So D in between D and G we have E and F. So okay, so the distance covered from D to E is given, E to F is given, and F to G is given. So we have to find the total distance from D to G. So we have to add all the three. So 8140, 4830 and 2550. Adding all the three, we will get 15,520 kilometer, which is the distance covered by bus from D to G. Okay, now moving to the next subdivision. Distance covered by bus from A to A. From A it is starting and again it is going to A. Okay, so already in our first subdivision we found the distance from A to D. Okay, so the distance covered from A to D is 9,740 kilometer plus the distance from D to G we have found out in our second subdivision. So from D to G it is 15,520 kilometer plus from G to A it is given as 1,290. So we have to add 1,290 with that. So we will get 26,550 kilometer. Okay, coming to the next subdivision, can you find the difference of distance from C to D and D to E? Okay, so we have to find the distance from C to D. Okay, the difference we have to find from C to D and D to E. Okay, from C to D it is 2160 kilometer and from D to E the distance given is 8140 kilometer. So we have to find the difference. So difference means we have to subtract. If we subtract, we will get the difference from C to D and D to E. Okay, so subtracting both we will get 5,980 kilometer. Okay, next one. Find out time taken by bus to reach A to B. Here in fifth subdivision there are A, B, C and D. Okay, in that A sum we are seeing. Okay, A to B. We have to find the time taken. So we know the formula for finding time is equal to distance by speed. Speed is already given as 60 kilometer per hour. Okay, so we have to calculate the time. Okay, so the distance from A to B it is given as 4,170. So 4,170 kilometer divided by speed is 60 kilometer per hour. Okay, that slash is nothing but per hour. Okay, so here kilometer and kilometer we can cancel. Okay, so 10 also we can cancel. So it is 417 into this hour. When it goes to the numerator it becomes 417 into 1 hour. Per hour means it is 1 hour. So here kilometer and kilometer we are cancelling. So it is 417 by 6 hour. Okay. Now dividing 417 by 6. Okay. We get 69 as our quotient. So 69 and remainder is 3. Okay. So 69 3 divided by 6. Okay. And 3 and 6 we can make into simplest form. Simplest form means we can divide it by 3. So 3 will become 1 and 6 will become 2. So it is 69 1 by 2 hours. Is it clear? And next one it is from C to D. Same way, time is equal to distance divided by speed. So distance from C to D is 2160. So 2160 divided by 60. Okay, same procedure. Kilometer will get cancelled and hour will go to the numerator. And cancelling 10, we have to divide 216 by 6. Okay, so dividing 216 by 6 we get 36 hours. Next we have to find from E to G. Okay, time is equal to distance by speed. Here distance from E to G. So E to F is given and F to G is given. So we have to add E to F and F to G to get the total distance from E to G. Okay, so the total distance is 7,380. Okay, and divided by the speed given is 60. So 60 zeros can be cancelled and so we have 738 divided by 6. If we divide both we will get 123 hours. Now next one, total journey we have to find. Okay, so to find the total journey, already we found out the total distance covered. Okay, in which question we have found out the total distance? In our previous subdivision we have found out the total distance covered. So the total distance is 26,550 divided by the speed given as 60. So 1 0 can be cancelled and we have to divide 2655 by 6. Dividing both we get 442 as our quotient. So 442, 3 by 6. Remainder divided by 6. Okay, and 3 and 6 we can make into simplest form. So by dividing by 3. Okay, so 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6. So it is 442 1 by 2 hours.